Yo! So, look, I'm going to be doing the 2024-2025 Premier League flops of the season, in my opinion. Let's get right into it. Now, I'm going to be different. So, I'm not going to start off with defense. I'm not going to start off with attack. We're going straight into the midfield. The heart of the system. Now, look. I'm going to start off with one very controversial one, already off the bat. Odegaard. Look, for me, it's very simple. He's a flop. He doesn't step up in the big games, you know? He doesn't step up in the big games. So he's a flop, in my opinion, for that, because he just didn't step up in the big games. His goals came at the end of the season, the 3 goals that he scored in the Premier League, you know, when it didn't matter anymore. So for me, he just got to go in there. The next person I'm putting in midfield, I had to do a little research for this. I don't pay too much attention on flops, but look it. The next person I'm putting is Mason Mount. The only goals I remember seeing from him this season when I did watch United was when he scored against Athletic Club, and the game was already over again there. And he didn't play too good in the final against us. What has this guy really done when he's gotten to Manchester United, man? Just the flop. I mean, you know, man, I don't know. Like, what more can you... What happened to Mason Mount? You know, he scored those 2 goals. I started to see him get those bad boy edits. He did fuck off for the final. Just poor. It's just very poor. The last person I put in midfield, look, I know he doesn't play midfield for them, but, well, when they have the ball, he is in the midfield, and he originally does play midfield, so I'm going to put him here. Matheus Nunes. This guy was good at Wolves. What the fuck happened to him? He just went to Pep and Pep ruined him. If you don't fit Pep's system, well, brother, your career is cooked. Let me just tell you that. Your career is cooked. We've seen it with Grealish. We've seen it with Calvin Phillips. We are starting to see it with Savinho. If you don't fit this guy's system, your career is cooked. Now, let's go on to the defense. As for starters, I got this one off the top of my head. At the right back position, Malo Gusto. With Reece James sitting out most of the season, I can't remember a single thing this guy has done, really. I know I don't watch too much Chelsea games, but what has this guy really done? I even checked his average match rating, and 6.5 something it was, 6.4 on the left back. What has this guy really done? It's not, he's played all the games. He's played in almost every single Chelsea game. I mean, man, it's just, I don't know. Nothing too impressive, really. Nothing too impressive for me. The next guy I'm going to put on left back, I am going to put my first Liverpool man, Robertson. Look, this guy has had a big drop off. I'm going to be honest. This guy is not the same Robertson we used to know. He's just had a big drop off for them. And, you know, he's getting older now. They're trying to sign Kirkes. But look, unfortunately, he does have to go and flop this season. Next, I got the goalie in my mind already. I already know who I'm going to put down. He plays for Chelsea. Oh, shit. I don't remember his name. Okay, I remember. Roberto Sanchez. I know I said this season, but even when he had his last season at Brighton before he got sold to Chelsea, this guy was getting dropped for a 32-year-old goalkeeper that doesn't really fit their system better than he does. And now again with Chelsea, it looks like he's being dropped again. They're trying to buy a new goalie. Brother, this guy has let some of the easiest goals in that I've seen. This guy, he's just dropped. He just flopped this season, okay? Now for my CB pairing. This is probably the difficult spot for me in this whole entire lineup, but I know exactly who to put. Number 1, let's go with Man City. Kusanov. I know it's really hard to put him in here, but man, oh man, this guy was hyped up, the news all around him. He played a few games, he was starting to fit in really well, then Pep just never called on him again. He never called on him again. I have to say, it's flop of the season. It's flop of the season. Even when he did have those few games, he had some mistakes, you know. But that's fair enough. But I do have to put him in here because he kind of flopped for them this season. But that's okay. He probably has the most potential out of anyone here. I think, yeah. Maybe Matheus Nunes, Odegaard, if he starts having better decision making in the final third. But out of him, he has the most potential. Let's just be honest. And for my next center back pairing, I am gonna go here with Midget Man himself from Argentina, Lisandro Martinez. Man, this guy gets found out by some of the very top players, man. He gets found out pretty easy. How much games did he play this season? He played about 20 matches for them. I don't know if he was injured or not, but 20 is good enough for me. Yeah, brother. I don't know why they still have this guy. They should just look to sell him off. But last but not least, I have the front 3. Probably the most easiest thing. And I'm going to start with the most easiest person here. I'm putting him in here. Chiesa. Brother, what the fuck happened to this guy, man? This guy barely touched the field, barely saw the field for Liverpool. Brother, I feel like every time he probably played for Liverpool, he can consider that the away. He can consider that an away game, bro. He barely saw the pitch. He has to go in here, man. I'm sorry. This guy is like the kid that barely did anything on the group project, but he got an A+. He has to go in here. Major drop off. Flop. He's the... You know what? I'm gonna save him for the next video I have in mind, but he gets a special award. Just keep that in mind. Now, for my left wing. Gabriel Martinelli, 12 goals and assists, and he played abroad over 30 matches, I think 33 in the Prem. Just the Prem alone, 12 goals and assists. He probably has more because of the Champions League and shit like that. But this guy has no end product. He just has no end product. It's simply why Arsenal are looking for a new left winger, man. This guy is he's Brazilian, but he cannot dribble like one. He just has the speed and the pace, and that's it. He had an easy goal that he should have finished against, I think, PSG, and he just didn't. Donnarumma with a great save. Get this guy in here, man. Woo! Arsenal fans actually said they wouldn't trade this guy for Mbappe. I'll never forget that. And last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend himself. I think we all know who it is. Rasmus. Mr. Rasmus Hojlund. Oh man. He gotta leave Man United. I promise you, once he leaves Man United, this brother is gonna get better. It happens with every Man United player. Same with Mount, same with Onana, who, to be fair, Onana should probably be in here, but I feel like he's had more better games than Sanchez has. You know, Chelsea obviously have a better defense than Man United, so that's why Onana can sometimes that's why Sanchez can sometimes get away with it, but not with me. But this is the flop of the season team of the flops season, whatever you want to call it, 2024, 2025. Let me know if there should have been someone else you think should be in here. Don't look at me like an idiot because I put Odegaard in here. I already explained it. This is why I put him first. Now look, I have nothing left to say. Enjoy your nice day.